I would just go for a jog just because I'm so curious how you guys do it just with so much in the way.
That's right. She said so much. You heard her, right? She was like, so much in the way.
Like, right. I feel like how do
Welcome
you
to the podcast, son. Whenever we go anywhere, we have things that we want to do. Her mind, the fact that she's not sitting down with us yet, her mind moves in this weird pattern, man. Like, she knows how she wants everything, what is going on, like, throughout the house. And it's hard for her to sit down because she'll think of 30 different things she has to do before she sits down. This is not a priority. I don't know what the priority is.
You realize I can hear you.
I know you can hear me.
I don't know how long you've been talking about me.
I just want you to come sit down. I don't even know if your mic works yet. She's watering plants.
It's a living thing, okay?
Yeah, it'll live another hour. Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And we are joined by my brother, Rusty. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Why did you let him say his own name?
Because I'm a guest.
Yeah.
It's his show, not mine.
I'm a host. Like, you constantly, every time we go meet somebody, like 3 minutes into the conversation, you'll go, oh, by the way, I'm Katie, because my husband doesn't like to introduce me. And that's what I did. I did it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You got it?
You good?
Apparently not.
You got some water there?
Still hanging on in there?
Some coffee?
I think the coffee makes it worse.
Yeah?
That's why I brought the water. Yeah, so Maybelle is my bird. It's this bird. I can't figure out what kind of bird it is.
Because you're feeding it?
But yeah, I'm not sure if it has a nest somewhere like up in our house, like in the gutters or the eaves or something, or just a nearby tree. But it comes here like every day, and it's chasing other birds away. Like, it's claimed its territory. Yeah. And
she keeps saying my bird. She's like, my bird.
It's my bird.
It's my bird. No, it's not your bird. That's a free bird. It's a free bird.
It's a good song.
I mean, yeah, I'm
feeding it.
You are feeding it.
It lives here. I'm having to clean up its poop out there in my yard.
Yeah.
If I'm feeding it and cleaning up its poop, it belongs to me.
What about everybody else who's feeding it and cleaning up their poop?
Yeah. What about that?
I don't know.
What if there's other people feeding Maybelle?
I got dibs.
It's got multiple owners.
We'll treat it like you see in those TV shows.
Maybelle's happy.
This is what we'll do. The next time Maybelle's out there, you walk out there and give her a hug. And if she hugs you back, that's your bird. I'm going to go out on a limb and say...
That is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. People hug their pets all the time.
Not their pet birds. I'm so sorry, Rusty. I was not trying to rub
trying to
your
play
feet.
footsies.
What are y'all doing? What is happening? I will stab you. Has he ever told you the story from his point of view of when I used to chase him through the house? The house on, was it Bluff?
You talking about whenever I dove behind the couch?
No.
When you would throw potatoes at him? I've heard about that.
Yeah, I did.
That was in the corner of the...
That was amazing. It was amazing. No, I was chasing him through the house one day, and he goes sliding across a trash bag or something.
Oh, no, you pushed me into it.
That might be true. That might.
You pushed me into
You
that
probably
bag.
did.
That might be accurate. I pushed him into the trash, and there was like some broken glass in it. Oh, yeah, he slid his foot open, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it went in my foot probably about an inch.
You're terrible. Did you feel horrible after that? I bet you did.
I bet I did not. It's an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like I was like, I got up one night and I was like, all right, I'm about tired. But this freaking baby think he gonna come in here.
He was a baby still?
No, he wasn't a baby.
Oh
He's got
my
a scar.
God.
Look, he's got the scar on the bottom of his foot. You can see the scar right there.
Oh my God!
Yeah. It slid him open.
How have I never seen that
Like
scar?
a fish. No, but I'm saying,
Oh
like,
my
it's not like,
gosh.
no, I think you might have been like, what?
I think I was like 8.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't like plant the piece of glass inside the trash and then wait for the exact timing to shove him into it. It was an accident. We were chasing each other. We were roughhousing.
Crazy thing is, I never felt it either. I didn't start screaming until I seen red stuff come on my foot.
That's
He said he had that bag of trash. He's like, ah! Hey!
That's how kids be, though. They're like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then they see blood. Ah, I'm dying.
That happened to me. When we were living in Manchester. You might have been born at the time. If you were alive, you were maybe 2 at most, 2 maybe 3. And we were at David and Ashley's house, and they had beds, in their room, and we were jumping on them. We were doing the kid. I remember being a crazy kid and just jumping on things. So I climbed up this dresser, like a tall dresser. Like when I jumped off of it, I had to duck so that I didn't hit the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
I go across the bed. I hit the bed perfectly. I was running down.
Did you skid across like a rock? Like how you skip rocks? You just skipped right off the mattress?
I skidded right the hell across that bed, and my foot hit the wall right where a nail was sticking out, and it went into my foot. And,
Did you tell your parents?
Oh, man. No. This is what happened.
Because, what were you going to tell? Because they're like, Mom, Dad, oh my God, I got this nail in my foot. And they're going to be like, how in the world did that happen? What are you going to tell them?
So,
See, what had happened was...
I'm not going to cry in front of anybody. That nail went into my foot like a 1/2 inch to an inch. I'm bleeding. I stood up and I said, yo, I guess I need to leave now. And then I got outside the front porch. I was like... and I'm hobbling across the street. I get to the house. The car's gone. We were in a trailer park. So I go to my yard. Car's gone. And I was like, oh, no. I hobble up to the door. My shoe is filling up with blood. Turn the doorknob. It's locked. My parents had gone to the store because they knew that I was over at Ashley and David's. So then I was like, I'm not going back over there because all those kids are having fun. I'm just going to be bleeding on myself and crying. No way. They're going to know me as the dude that slammed a nail through his foot and was like, I guess I'm out. Got to go take care of this puncture wound like I do all my other ones. So I turned the doorknob.
So how old were you when this happened?
I don't know. Maybe between 8 and 10 years old. I turned the doorknob. It's locked. So, man, they're gone to the store. So I hobble back over to the steps and I just sit on the steps. And I must have sat on those steps for 30 minutes, just waiting,
just crying and
bleeding. No, I was bleeding, but I think I was done crying by this point. It wasn't like I was in tears. I was, they got me foot, something like that. But like 30 minutes, and then the wonderful sign in the dark. I saw the headlights coming down the road. I was like, they're coming back from the store. Thank God. Car pulls up. My mom gets out. She's by herself. And she goes to the trunk. She gets some groceries out. And she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I hurt my foot and I needed to come home, but you guys are going to the store. And she goes, well, your daddy's inside. What?
Oh,
so she
my
goes up
gosh.
and she unlocks the door and, opens the door up and he's in the living room watching TV. I didn't knock on the door. I just assumed the door was locked. The car was gone. And he was sitting in there in the dark watching TV. So I didn't see any lights or anything. Yeah, just sat on the front porch, whimpering and bleeding.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I never told you that story.
I think I have heard it before, but it's not one I've heard many times because I forgot. I totally forgot about the ending about your dad being there.
Yeah, I got a scar in one of these eyes. One of these eyebrows right here from that same house when we got this big 50-gallon white plastic barrel in the summertime. And put a hose in it and started filling that bad boy up with water because we was going to go swimming. Yeah. Saying fills up with water and I start scaling the side of it. Right?
Oh my goodness.
Now, if I succeed in what I'm doing, best case scenario, I go in head first into a barrel of water. I'm able to get my round body turned back upside down so that I don't drown. And I'm a fat kid.
I feel like I can't breathe.
I'm a fat kid. So
I'm listening to this story. I feel like I can't breathe right now. I feel like I'm drowning.
So if I go into this barrel, I'm going in head first. Because fat people don't put their legs over things. Because you're not strong enough. You have to go in head first. So I'd have to go in head first and figure out how to flip my body back around.
So I imagine you would look something like an octopus just going over the side of this barrel. Just...
Yeah. And I'm up over it. I got my head up. I'm fixing to start going in, and my foot slips.
Oh my God, did you tip it over on you?
No, I didn't tip it over. That's the day.
I mean, I
could have
get-
died for sure. I could have died. My foot slipped, and in the process of making these barrels, there was just a little shard of plastic, and it just skimmed right over my face. Oh man, it sliced me open. Can you see it? One of these eyebrows. I don't remember which one it was. I think it might have been my left one. You can see like a gap in the hair.
Yeah, you have to look really, really close.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Both of our boys have scars right by their eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, from like just running into things and stuff.
Yeah. What happened to Reese? He had to have his head glued back together. He was just a baby. I can't even remember what happened.
Oh, he fell and hit his head on the corner of the baseboard.
Oh, that's what it was.
Dude, I know you're not talking much, but I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. Whenever you have a kid, they just hurt themselves. Like,
They just fall down and run into things all the time.
Constantly. I mean, you think about a 5-year-old, he's still learning how to walk. Like 5-year-olds ain't been walking very long at all. Every other sentence or so, they'll throw some words in there that don't make sense. I mean, like at 5 years old, you're not that intelligent. So they're constantly getting hurt. Man, a few words. I love it. Love it. Can you grab me a Red Bull real quick?
Where do you have Red Bull at?
In the refrigerator.
Where'd you get Red Bull from? I thought you didn't have any.
No, I didn't say I didn't have any. I just said I needed some more.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I
Whoa,
get your
whoa. You're taking the table.
I'm going the wrong way.
Like she
Sorry.
literally took her leg, wrapped it around the table leg, and went to go get up. She was going to take the table, the chair, all of it.
Katie.
Going down, it's all going with me.
Bro, did you see the whole table going with her? How does that even happen?
I had my leg wrapped around the table leg.
Oh my God. All right, this is what we're going to do. You have to participate in this or you're going to mess up this thing I've been planning for like 3 weeks. Lean in a little bit. I'm going to sing a song. I'm going to sing the words of a song, and then I'm going to stop, and you two, at the same time, are going to finish the lyrics.
That's if I even know the song.
All right? You might not because you're a little bit younger than we are. But here we go.
Is it all old people songs?
Here we go.
What?
You tried. No, I'm messing with you. All right, you ready? Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois.
60652.
You didn't know it, dude? You didn't know it?
No, I don't know that song.
Oh, man, isn't that great? More than half of the people in this room knew the tagline to this safety dog. Okay? Katie, if you'll take a look at that monitor right there, I'm going to have you read a story for us.
Is that the end of the game?
Yeah, that's the end of the game.
Oh, I was like, is there another round? Is that it?
You win.
And show her what she's won, Johnny. Do I get a prize?
Ding, 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 ding.
What? is
Well,
that?
come
Is that
on
those owls?
down. You want a new car.
All right, Miss Katie, why don't you read the title of this news article for me?
No, are you about to ruin my childhood? What
Let's
are
do
you
it.
doing?
And this is per time.
Oh my goodness. McGruff, the crime dog actor, jailed for pot grenade launchers. I feel like that's a really big jump from pot to grenade launchers.
Yeah.
What is he doing with grenade launchers?
Well, let's find out. I read the title, and then I was like, I'm done.
Honestly,
I want to find out about this at the same exact time as everybody else.
the only thing that came to my mind when it said grenade launcher and the pot thing was like, the potato guns that they used to shoot shirts out into the crowd and everything that. Dude,
He's shooting weed out of a grenade launcher?
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's probably not it.
That's exactly
It's
what that
probably
sounds
not
like.
it.
It may be far fetched, just like the title is, but
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he was selling drugs and weapons. That's what I'm thinking.
that's good too. Like on the picture that it was showing, kind
A
of throws
man-
things off.
Okay, here we go.
A man who used to play McGruff the crime dog didn't take a bite out of crime. Crime took a bite out of him.
Oh, you clever
And I'm
writers.
sure
You
the
and your
person who
puns.
wrote this article is so proud of that.
Oh, yeah. They thought about that for days.
Right.
For
Yes.
days. For days. Keep going.
John R. Morales was arrested in 2011 in Galveston, Texas, after a drug-sniffing dog detected pot when he was pulled over for speeding.
Wait, so So
Wait,
a
is this from
crime dog?
2011? Oh, this is not recent.
Oh, it's not?
This article is from 2014.
I don't care. Keep
Oh,
going.
I can't. Anyway, okay. Police found diagrams of 2 indoor pot growing operations
In the car?
and a plethora of marijuana seeds.
Mm-hmm.
When police raided his house, they seized 1,000 marijuana plants and 9,000 rounds of ammunition.
Whoa!
For an assortment of 27 weapons, including a grenade launcher, because McGruff must have lots of enemies. After 3 years, Morales, 41, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 16 years in jail Monday.
Oh my God, 16 years.
Even though Morales said he was non-violent, U.S. District Judge Vanessa Gilmore said, "Everything I read about you makes you seem like a scary person." This is the dude that we grew up watching on TV.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a weird time we're living in. I mean, think about Bill Cosby. Dude.
right? Like what has happened?
It's weird. You know, they say he's like one of the most prolific serial rapists ever.
Who?
Bill Cosby.
Oh.
Are you with us? Or are you still thinking about the crime dog?
No, I'm just sitting there trying to read that last bit.
We leave Morales with this clip of McGruff for further reflection. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any videos with appropriate grenade launcher messaging. I guess he didn't make a commercial about not using a grenade launcher. Are you going to play the video?
Sure.
McGruff here. I want you to learn a song that tells people to say no to drugs. Users are losers and losers are users. And don't use drugs. Don't use drugs. Winners don't use and users don't win. So don't use drugs. Don't use drugs.
So not only did he go against his own word and use drugs, but like in a big bad way. He's like, I'm not just going to smoke some weed, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to grow it and I'm going to have a whole freaking operation. He has a grenade launcher.
The dude's got a forest of marijuana plants.
What if he was undercover? Like, what if he's like, you know what? I'm going to join the crime ring. I'm going to go into the inside of it and I'm going to expose everybody. But, you know, he's not a real cop. He was just an actor. But he got real roped into the role. You know what I mean?
Kind of too far.
And he's probably trying to tell that. See, what happened was I was gonna infiltrate the mafia and the cartel, and I was gonna expose everybody. Sure you were, McGruff. Sure you were. 16 years.
That pendulum swung in the opposite direction hard.
How do you mean?
Like he went from one extreme way to the other.
Well, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's not like he was a cop. He was just an actor.
But still, how many years did he play Scruff McGruff?
Long time.
Long enough to grow 1,000 plants.
Don't do drugs.
I mean, when you are the voice of the whole anti-drug campaign, at least of the 80s, I'm not sure how long. I really don't remember, like,
Well, I mean,
when they stopped doing
remember
those, but-
Scruff McGruff, and I was born in 85, so I'm going to assume it was still going in the early 90s.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know when it stopped. It's just one of those things you look back and go, oh, yeah, I remember that. What if we just like, oh, I have an idea. We could like record another podcast with Rusty, but you could like just talk to him like he's here, but like he doesn't respond because he like wouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Oh, so like the next time we record, we're just going to pretend like he's here?
Yeah, we can pretend like he's here.
I think that's a good idea. All right, let's try it again.
That's kind of messed up, to be honest with you.
I'm really sorry. That was really mean.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for it to be mean.
No, here's the deal. I love talking to Rusty. I have a good time. I have a good time talking with him. We have a lot in common. We have a lot of things we don't have in
I
common.
mean,
but
you
we
have
a lot.
like DNA in common.
Yeah, for sure.
so
But
there's that.
anybody, if they're not used to doing what we're doing here, it makes them different. It makes me different. I've been doing this podcast for 5 years. Had a burp coming up. Sorry. I've been doing this podcast for 5 years, and still, when I sit down and start talking, I don't necessarily talk the same way I would if the mics weren't here. You know, I try to be as authentic as possible, but you know, you know the mics are here. It's just like reality TV. That stuff ain't reality. They know the cameras are there. You know what I mean? Like they're acting differently. Some of them. But I have. Where are we going with that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm like in my own world over here. I don't know where you were going with
I'm
that.
gonna have to do a lot of editing. I have an idea for you. We'll get it eventually. Just I'm gonna say it again, and you just say okay, like you're interested in the conversation.
I want to know what your idea is.
I have an idea for you.
Okay.
You came over last night and you brought this new recorder thing with you because for your music.
Yeah.
And we recorded a podcast with each other last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we tried to do an episode of the Bobcast. I'm going to be honest with you.
Told me that.
I don't know if it's going to make it up because it was rough. It was kind of weird at first. That's what we were talking about. Rusty and I had a hard time getting the flow going because it's just not something that we do together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You and I, we know how to talk. We know how to bounce stuff off of each other. We know how to keep going, give each other signals. But you're not used to that situation. But what if we created a new position for the Bob and Katie Show? All right? A position where someone could come in and they could work the sound, you know, and they'd have a mic, but their job wouldn't be to talk a whole bunch, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of be there as a third person. If you think of something good you want to talk about, not saying that you can't talk, but your main focus would be the sound.
I got you.
You know, like, okay, when a movie's coming on, the opening credits, it says starring such and such and such and such.
Yeah, you're not going to be
and
the
then
star,
you're
sure.
You're the one where after the big names, it goes, instead of starring, it says with so-and-so and so-and-so. Rusty
like
would be
very,
our,
very small
it would
print
be
that
the
says
Bob and Katie
edited
Show
by.
starring Bob and Katie with Rusty.
Yeah, like small print that says
Like, yeah, your name can't be big. Like, your name's like real little.
It's going to be like little ants.
Yeah.
Like real small. Like, you got to squint.
Yeah.
I'm
Sound
just
boy.
kidding. We can make
They still don't know who that dude is.
We can make it legible.
I'm not saying you can have the position.
Are we making him audition for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we holding auditions?
Yeah, because I mean, like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know? I don't want to be like, dude, you're definitely on the team. And then, like, 2 episodes in, I have to pull you aside and go, he's definitely off the team.
You have to give him Batman cookie jar.
Yeah, see, that was a good Big Bang Theory callback. I like it.
Decided that you're not on the team.
We had a team meeting. How could that be? Because I'm on the team and I wasn't there.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. No, if we say that we're just going to, like, test it, right? Then we can lay the blame on us. We'd be like, I don't know. It's nothing against you, Rusty. It's just that we've been doing it this way for such a long time, and it's something that we have to get over. And then when you leave, we're like, oof, that was not going to work. No, I'm just all serious, just like a test run. You come over, you do the sound, you know, keep a mic there like you're doing right now.
Just in case.
Just in case. And
You might have some you might want to chime in.
It would help me out because I'm constantly worried about what's going on, like adjusting the sound and stuff. You down?
Whenever I get a chance, I guess.
Whenever he gets a chance, might make it good. We'll make him do Patreon commercials. Oh, and that British accent thing that you do?
Yes!
Can you do that right now? Can you?
I guess I could. It's not too bad, I guess.
It's fantastic!
All right.
Is that just straight audio?
Can you talk like that all the time?
You know what? I've decided I'm going to keep in. You're going to introduce a Patreon mini with your accent. Okay? What we do, if you haven't been listening recently, is we go, and now we're going to play a clip from an episode from Patreon. Take a listen. And then I'll put it in there. But we're not really going to hear it. So as soon as you say that, then you have to pretend like we heard it. And go, oh, that was great. Go to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show and become a patron today. You down?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, let's do it. What is your, when you do your English accent, what is your name? Do you become another person?
What's your persona?
Yeah.
Honestly, I never thought about it.
Like a chimney sweep, like from Mary Poppins. What's that dude's name? His name is Dick Van Dyke in real life. What was his name in the movie?
Oh my gosh.
What was the father's name?
Bert!
Bert. You're going to be Bert?
Was that really his name?
Wasn't it Bert?
I don't think that was his name. I don't think it was Bert.
You know what else?
I was pretty proud of myself, so now I got to find out for sure.
You know what else he's going to do? He's going to Google things while we're talking. He's going to get us real up-to-date information while we're talking. We're going to have to pay him.
Do y'all know who Jim Varney is?
No, who's that?
He's the guy that played Ernest.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's crazy, dude. In the Ernest movies.
Chimney, chimney.
I wish I could do his voice.
What about George? Like Peppa the Pig?
His name was Bert.
Oh, his name was Bert. You gonna be
crazy.
Bert the Englishman?
What? Why not just the Englishman?
The lovable chimney sweep Bert.
Oh, yes. He's on our
Look,
show
here's a question
now.
here on Google. Is Bert in love with Mary Poppins?
Absolutely. Who's not in love with Mary Poppins?
That was all, like, literally, that's almost as funny as that butt last night. That said, this ain't funny.
Oh.
That crap was hilarious.
This one's not funny. Katie, look at it.
Crap was
What in the world? What did I mix?
Last night, we'll get back to the Patreon thing in a second. Last night we were in here messing around with that recorder, recorded that episode, and I connected my laptop up to this recorder and found this this soundboard funny button page. You've heard me play with those before. And you would, it would say something like funny laugh, and you click on the button and it just laughs. Like it's a really funny laugh. And we were trying different things. It was like laser noises and fart noises. And we're just recording, just just laughing. And each button, what are you kids doing up there? Each button had a label, They're fine. Each button had a label. It would say something like funny fart or laughs loud or oh no or something like that. Well, there was a button that said this one is not funny. So I clicked it.
So
Nothing happened. And he proceeded not to be able to breathe. When it happened, I was just like, oh, well, it's not working. Listen to him. Look how red he is. The veins are coming out on his forehead. Look at him. Katie, look at his forehead. The veins are coming out of your forehead. Oh, he lost it, man. He lost it.
it said it wasn't funny.
Yeah. Did you hear him? Get up on the mic, man. I want people to hear you wheezing and spitting all over the place.
That was too funny.
Yeah, it didn't make a noise.
I even tried to lean up to the mic and say, "Got him!" Like that crowd was funny.
He couldn't talk. He couldn't talk. What happened up there? Did Reese pee on the floor?
He peed in his pants right as I was about to come back downstairs. Yeah, I went up there just to check on things. I didn't know what that sound was, and they've got owls and they're flying, and Reese has makeup on, and then he peed in his pants.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, back to Patreon.
That crowd was too funny.
Bert, the chimney sweep, is now going to introduce our Patreon mini this week.
And now introducing our Patreon mini.
And I have a very special guest today. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Reagan.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about yourself, Reagan.
I have two little brothers,
Yeah, what are their names?
Riley and Reese.
What are you playing with?
A toy owl.
Can you tell us about the owl?
It flies.
It flies. What's it called? Did you give her a name? Do you want to name her?
No, I can't.
Why?
I don't know what to name her.
How about Jeff?
No.
Why not?
No.
How about
Tweety.
you want to name her Tweety?
Yeah.
Like the little yellow bird?
Tweety.
So what all kinds of things can Tweety do?
She can fly, and if her eyes turn green, you pat her on her back and she'll float. And when her eyes turn rainbow, she's ready to fly.
And then, so how high up does she fly?
If she was on the table, 3 inches.
3 inches. That's not very much.
I mean 4 inches.
4 inches is only like this. Maybe she can
5
fly.
inches.
5 inches.
If you enjoyed that clip, go to Patreon. What? Dude, I'm lost. Write this crap down.
I told you it was a lot.
All right.
I don't do this like you do.
Patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. Take 2.
If you enjoyed that Patreon clip, Patreon.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
Can't-
Just go with it,
Can't
man.
say that word twice.
Why?
No.
I want him to keep. I
It's
want
like
him to,
we're trying to write a song. You don't say the same word twice in a row.
but I want him to know it. I want him to know Patreon. Patreon.com/Bob and Katie Show. You could do it. Do it, Bert.
If you enjoyed that mini clip, just go over to patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show.
Now, I know you're not on Patreon as a member of ours there, my sweet brother. But, dude, we got a lot on there now. We got over 20 episodes. The video of Katie winking. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
The one where she's at the Wizard of Oz trying to be a witch. A witch.
What in the world?
We got the video of her being a witch. She's pretending to be a witch. No, that video where she's.
I think my acting skills were pretty spot on.
Can you still
that
do the
day.
laugh? Can you still do the laugh? If you want to see that, because it's great,
You got because I have
It's
to do
great.
I have to do this.
Yeah.
I can't laugh and not do this.
bro. It's creepy too. Did you see the video I put together? I'll show you that because it's on. I'll show you that after the episode.
All right.
It's good, man. It's really creepy looking. I love it.
Missed my calling, huh?
Did you see these signs in my yard when you pulled up? Did you see the new signs over here in my yard?
No.
Up here at the corners, we live on this.
How did you miss them?
Because they're on the wrong side. That's not the side that people drive on. We're on a corner lot. Look out the window. Just stand up and look out the window and look at the sign that's in my yard now.
On the corner?
Yeah, on the corner.
Okay.
All right, just for context, you know what we're talking about. I come home from work one day.
You know, it's the two signs that are different colors on the same post, right beside the lamp pole post already that's in the corner of the yard. So now it's starting to look like a garbage can.
She's not too happy with it. It's not.
Oh, to say I'm not happy.
It's
an
not that bad. So
yes,
I'm coming home.
It is.
I'm coming home from work one day, and I just see it. It's there magically because it wasn't there before. Haven't had that sign too long, and it was just a pole with a yellow sign that said "Slow Children at Play."
slow
You know,
children at play.
we have an HOA, and it's written in our contract that we have to allow a certain amount of feet for use for whatever reason. The HOA, electricity, water, that sort of stuff. And the board members decided that we needed that sign because there's been some concerns about speeding in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the literal flashing sign wasn't enough.
Oh, yeah, dude. They brought
literally flashing.
You ever seen those things on the side of the road that the cops put out, and as you're driving up on it, it's got your speed?
Yeah.
They put one of those in our neighborhood.
But not only was there one of those, but this one was special.
Yeah.
Because it had this blue flashing light, kind of like when the cops pull you over.
Yeah. So the speed limit's 15 miles an hour. And if you're going 15 miles
If you're going 15 miles an hour, it would
lights up
flash.
and it was like in the middle of the night. Oh, dude, it was a really harsh. I don't know, because I'm not here a whole lot. Like, I work a bunch, and I don't really see too many problems with speeders. I mean, I see people on Facebook talk about it. Anyways, I'm not even really upset about the sign the same way that Katie is. What I'm aggravated with is, like, nobody told me. Like, I just came home and found out that someone came into my yard, dug a hole, and made a permanent sign. And I had absolutely no knowledge of it, no say-so. Like, isn't that crazy? I mean, I get that they're allowed. I get that. But I'm like, how about a heads up, And they put it on the wrong side. I understand why they put it there, because it's kind of like in the middle of the two roads. But when you're driving on this side of the road, the sign that you're supposed to read should be on the right side of the road, and it's on the left. So the people that should be reading that sign are coming from the other way, and they're going to be looking at the back of it. So I'm aggravated, and I think I made a comment on Facebook just because that's where we are in society now, and I fell victim to it, for sure. But like a week later, wasn't even a week later, was it?
I can't remember. It feels like it's something every day.
I come home from work again, and they've hung another sign.
No, he comes home from work, Rusty. Let me tell you. He, comes stomping through the front door.
Oh, yeah.
And the first thing he says to me is, Who put up that sign? Another sign. Who put it up? And I was like,
I said it just like
what? He did. Poison every yell. Who put up that? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. somebody was in our yard putting up signs and I had no knowledge.
Yeah.
Which is really creepy because I was home all day.
So the sign that they added says, it sounds like they have a chainsaw upstairs.
It's those owls.
The sign they added, it says something like no ATVs or dirt bikes. All right. Here's the thing. I have 3 children that are 5 years and younger. I'm okay with there being a slow children at play sign. I just kind of would like for somebody to go, hey, I just want to let you know we're going to dig a hole in your yard. Like, do you have any concerns about that at all? You know, and then I could have talked to Katie and been like, hey, look, you know, it's kind of, you know, you take it personally. It's your yard and you're like, I don't want to stuff in my yard. But at the same time, like, whatever. It's just it's a sign.
Look, this is my feelings.
Just tell us before you
Like,
do it.
I feel like as a neighborhood, as a community, we should all share the burden of, you know, hey, we have this crap and we got to stick it somewhere. Okay. Mm-hmm. I understand. And I understand we're not the only ones. However, we now have a fire hydrant in our yard.
Yeah.
We have a street light in our yard. And now we have 2 signs in our yard.
There's
like
a lot of stuff in our yard. That I
the
gotta
next
weed
sign that
around.
goes up, can we maybe just stick it somewhere else so my yard ain't looking like a garbage can? And then, let's talk about this no ATV and dirt bike sign, because you might as well just go around and knock on about 3 doors in the neighborhood and go, hello.
There's not very many people in the neighborhood that have those.
It's so pretentious. Am I using the... I want to make sure.
Dude, she's legit upset. She's upset about it. I don't care. My problem was just somebody coming onto my property without letting me know. And because I'm a spiteful person that has a horrible temper, I did the most natural thing possible. I took a picture of it, put it in the group, and invited all of them down to take pictures. And we got all the cool little... I thought they were ATVs, but then they told me they weren't ATVs. They were like, I thought he said UTI, but I think that's something completely different. I don't know what it is, but it was, you know, just some...
All I know is they
ride-in
look like they probably
things.
cost more than my car.
Yeah. And we took pictures and, you know,
They're
posted
fancy.
them.
I want to ride on one. Shoot. I like when they drive by because I'm like, kids, look at that thing. Don't that thing look fun? And Riley likes to every time they go past the house, Riley runs down like our property and like tries to race them and stuff. And the kids think it's fantastic. It's big toys to them, you know?
I got wrapped in to the Facebook drama for like a good 4 days. Good 4 days. And I normally don't do that. But the fact that someone like just knock on my door or send me a letter or something, you know? Dude, I'm not even joking around. I started making plans to be on the board next year, and I was going to win. I talked to Katie. Did you get nervous? Because you know how I am. When I decide I want to do something, I'm
to the point that I really don't give a crap anymore. Like, run for president if you want to. I will. Yeah, I'll be your campaign manager.
I don't think
I'll make a banner and post it on the side of the house if you want to. Bob for president or whatever.
The board will make me take it down. I don't think there is a like a president position anymore. I think it's just 5 board members.
Bob for board member.
I was this close to calling Mike Herrera and being like, hey, man, if I run for a position in my HOA, would you endorse me on Facebook as a celebrity like they do the presidents?
That is ridiculous.
I was going to go after it hard, man. And I was going to win. I was going to go down there. I was going to print flyers. Dude, I was going to go at it 100%. My plan was I was going to go into it and then figure out how to take it down. I was going to win my position on the board, and then I was going to figure out how to eliminate it. That was the plan. But what happened was this. And to show context, you ever watched Rick and Morty?
Not really.
Well, there's an episode of Rick and Morty where this devil comes to town and he's got like a shop and
it's all like everything's free, but it's got a curse attached to it. It's like something good will happen, but then something bad will happen.
Like one of the things was if you use this, women will be insanely attracted to you. But then the price was your junk didn't work no more. You know, stuff like that. Well, Rick, he decides, because he's, a super smart genius, he comes up with a way to take the curses off of everything. And so people are going and getting these crazy good things from the devil, then taking them to Rick. He's taking the curses off of him. He's making a ton of money, blah, blah, blah. And he's doing it just because he's a jerk. That's the only reason. But then it ends with him taking some gasoline. Like there's a bunch of people in the shop. People are taking gasoline, pouring it all over the place. And he just goes, I just got bored. I'm done. And that happened. But I'm over it now.
I just want people to leave me alone and stop putting signs in my yard.
Yeah.
And so help me, if they put a stop sign up right there, I am going to lose it.
That was another thing. They're talking about putting a 4-way stop right there. So we'd have 3 signs in our yard, a lamp post, the big box over there, and then the fire hydrant.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things. I guess the point is, I just want people to stay off my yard, like without letting me know first,
Agreed.
I'm going to get a trespassing sign on my yard and be like, no trespassing. It's going to have another sign beside it.
You can do that. You don't have an HOA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And the next house we buy won't either.
It's going to... Hey, I'm going to have another sign beside it, and it's going to say, violators will be shot and survivors will be shot again.
Oh my gosh, Rusty.
Are you just going to play the Seinfeld on your acoustic bass? Not give us a heads up or anything. Okay.
And then just sit it down like nothing happened.
What is with this podcast?
You can't double dip the chip.
We need to start wrapping this up because there are a lot of children here, more than normal. It's in the middle of the day, and I don't think these kids are going to let us do this much longer.
Yeah, how long is it? It's been like an hour that I've just been trying to get everyone content at the same time, which is not easy.
I have something to tell you. It just hit me. It's way off subject. I am sorry. We recorded an episode a long time ago, and I told you about this lady that I worked with, and we were talking about deodorant or something.
Okay.
And she was like, hey, maybe y'all shouldn't be talking about deodorant. It's kind of offensive. Or like, do you not remember me telling you that on the podcast?
I did. It was a long time ago.
Yes, a long time ago. Did I tell you that I started working with her again?
No.
Yes.
Do you guys talk about deodorant frequently?
You know what I found out?
What?
She was messing with us. She has more of a foul mouth than I do. She was just messing with us that day. She pranked me for years.
Oh my gosh. I need to give her a high five.
Years. She got me. I got got.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened. I just found out about this like a week or 2 ago.
That's awesome.
Anyways, there was one more thing I wanted to do because we don't get to do this too often because we don't have too many people on the show. We have a guest. So why not break out the ladies' night cards?
This does not sound good at all.
Do you know anything about the lady night?
I do not.
Do you have a zipper? You have a zipper, right? Did you see his face?
Did you see my face? I was like, what?
If this is like a strip game, I am not playing it.
I'm out.
It's like, y'all have a good night. Yeah, I'm leaving.
So I'll have to try to. You want me to try to? Oh, but see, this is for like a group. So are we asking it like to?
Yeah,
the
we're
three
gonna
of
do.
us?
Yeah, we're gonna do the 3 of us.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
we're family.
The questions that we did before with
The Huntingtons.
you want me to try to? If I remember doing it, you want me to like skip that one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just pick some cards. We're not.
I don't know if I'll be able to remember though.
This is the ladies' night game, version number 2.
Ladies' night with Rusty. Question number 1. Who do you suppose would be the most excited about being a man for a day? All right, we're going to have to skip that one.
I mean,
You can answer that one.
you would probably be the most excited.
You think so?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Be like,
I mean, if I had the
Think about the things you could do that you've never been able to do before.
Do you know what the very first thing would be? If I
Can I give you a
First of
suggestion?
all,
Can I
let
give
me
you a
s-
suggestion?
no,
Let me give you a suggestion.
no.
Yes. Listen, the very first thing you got to do as a man is get in the shower, turn the shower on, put your hands down by your side, just let the water run over your neck, and just pee.
I can do that now.
It's different. I promise you it'll be different.
No. But okay, let me say this. If I were ever given the opportunity 2, yeah, just like it would have to be like magic. I'm not talking like
just
dress
for
as a
day kind
man
of
for a
thing.
day. No, like if God was like, I will let you.
It's going to take the power of God.
I'm just, you know,
Okay.
we'll just like, I don't know, switch places, whatever, Freaky
Me and
Friday
you?
style. I don't know. Or like, I just
That
turn
would
into
kinda
a
be
man.
weird, wouldn't it?
I'm just like my own man.
Okay.
Instead of Katie, I'd be like Kevin. I don't know. I don't like that name. I mean, not that I don't like that name for myself. If I were a man, I wouldn't choose that name.
There's a lot of Kevins just got upset out there.
I didn't mean, no. Yeah, that's
Hell with this show.
that sounded so like hate bashing on Kevin's. I would totally take the opportunity if given. And the very first thing I would do is pee standing up.
Make sure you aim.
That is what I just
make
said.
sure you aim.
No. You said in the shower. I can pee standing up in the shower. I can't pee standing up all the other places.
I mean, you can. You can.
The shower is like the only place that I'm going to pee standing up pretty much.
We really should order you one of those shiwis. You know what I'm talking? Have you seen those?
Yeah.
We should get you one of those.
The next thing I would do is I would just go for a jog just because I'm so curious how you guys do it just with so much in the
Package?
way.
That's right. She said
Like-
so much. You heard her, right? She was like, so much in the way.
Like,
That's right.
I feel like how do
Welcome
you
to
just
the podcast, son.
walk around with just stuff there?
What, swinging left and right?
Like just flopping around. Just dangling.
I love it when he laughs.
And
This is not
especially
funny.
when it comes to like running, I'm just like, does it just like sway, jiggle?
Man, I don't
flop?
know. I don't think about it.
It seems just
It's not like I'm running down the street
uncomfortable.
just thinking about my genitals. Like that's not how it works. It's just there. Now we're working under the assumption that this is real. Like if this was a real thing, this is what you would do. What about this thought? Could you imagine the horror if you woke up and you were a dude?
Oh, if I didn't
Like
know.
how could you even wrap your mind around that? You would think that you were going crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
like,
the human brain could just like you might just jump out the window. You might be like, this is a dream, I'm out. I'm serious. I'm serious, dude. Think about it. You wake up in the morning with no knowledge, no warning or anything, and your penis is gone. Like that's a bad day.
But when he realizes he has his boobs, he's gonna.
Wait, oh my, oh no. Well, hang on. That's
Yeah.
rough,
Like,
dude.
hello.
That's rough, man. That's rough. Like I don't think your brain, you can't do it. You can't do it. People, it's real easy for somebody to say, oh, this is what I would do. No, it's not. You would cry, you would scream, you'd be screaming. Call an ambulance. People would think you were nuts. You'd be like,
Why are you gonna call an ambulance? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. You would panic. You wouldn't know how to handle that kind of situation. Like, what if you woke up and your arms were gone? You know what I mean? Think about that, because that's the same thing. You wait. You
Like,
go to sleep.
are
You
talking
go
about-
to sleep.
No. It's
And the
not the
last
same
thing
thing.
you do is you take both of your arms and you grab a pillow and you slide under your head and you do that thing where you take this
But-
arm and you put it underneath the pillow while your head's laying on top of the pillow and you wake up the next morning and your arms are gone.
Are they gone because they were like amputated?
No, you just wake up and it's
Or-
magic. It's gone. There's no pain, nothing. Just gone arm. That's it.
Like as if you were born with it.
Yeah. And you had no knowledge that it was going to happen. And you remember having arms
Oh my gosh.
6 years ago. You would run,
Yeah,
you
I
would
would
fall
freak
off the
out.
bed because you couldn't get off the bed. Not normally, not because you use your arms to get off the bed. You go to sleep. 2 arms, wake up, no arms. No explanation, no warning, nothing. Your brain's going to explode. You're
So
gonna fall
what?
off
I
the
mean,
bed.
so what are your thoughts if you were given the opportunity to be a woman for a day?
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you want to do it?
No.
You would turn it down.
Yeah, I would turn it down.
Why?
I don't need that in my brain. I don't need it. I don't need it. I see
It's
what
too
you,
much.
I see what you guys go through. I don't want-
Information
I don't want-
overload.
I don't want any of that. Don't want none of it. I don't want it.
I mean, I couldn't blame you because what if it was like a day that you were having your period?
Oh,
I love that. Like that's when Rusty chimes in.
It's like the only thing he
Just-
said this whole time.
Just the thought.
Yeah.
Menstruation. Ugh.
Find your laugh.
Find your happy. was about to pull another card.
Pull another card. We'll put this on after.
Who
after
would be the
music.
best at doing an ad lib sock puppet show?
Oh, me. Yeah, 100%. Give me some socks. We'll make it happen right now.
I'm sure if you look around on the floor, you'll find some of yours.
We don't even have to argue that card, right?
I wouldn't even do that at all.
Yeah, I'd totally do that. We should make a sock puppet video for Patreon. Well, that's happening. Pull another card. Oh, yes. You got to do that Instagram thing, or not Instagram. What's the
Twitter?
No.
So-
Hey, hold on a second. What's the app that you use to like learn how to make stuff?
What?
Okay.
Make what?
You're in one of those social media groups. It's not Instagram or Twitter or Facebook.
Pinterest?
Yes. Pinterest, how to make cool sock puppets. And we're going to make a sock puppet video.
This question says, which one of us would make the best uncover agent? I think it's supposed to say undercover, but it says uncover. You think that's like a typo? Surely it's supposed to say undercover agent.
It's
not me because
it's me.
I cannot hold a straight face.
It's me.
Rusty can't either.
No.
I know he can't. Look, he's cracking his smile
Look,
now.
depending on what I have to say, anything like that, I can't make a straight face at all.
It's not funny.
Dude, when you click that, as soon as you clicked it, nothing happened. I died.
I thought I'd lost my mind.
Were you like,
whatever noise
I've
it made.
seen you how when you click on something on your computer, if it don't happen fast enough,
yeah.
you're like,
Like, he clicked it. I died laughing. He's tried not to laugh. He's trying to figure out what's going on.
Because I didn't hear it. Whatever it said that was so funny to him, I missed it. So I hit it again. Duke. Every time I hit that button, he squeals. He squeals louder. He made that noise one time. You know when you make somebody laugh so hard they turn into a teapot? And I'm gauging him because I'm looking at him, and now at one point I'm hitting the screen and just watching him. Like, why is he doing this? Why is he laughing so hard?
it's like a dog whistle. Like
I
you're
guess,
hearing
man, I
something
couldn't hear
that you
anything.
don't.
And then it clicked, and I was like, oh. I didn't laugh as hard as he did, though.
You clicked it. You got confused on what's going on. I was dying at the whole
Like at one
situation.
point, I had eye contact with him, and I'm hitting the button. Just we're locked in. We're locked in eye to eye, just like you and I are right now. And I'm just clicking that button. Just my brain can't process what's funny because when I hit it, nothing. came out.
That's
Nothing
it. It wasn't
happened.
funny.
And it said, that's not funny. And you
It's not
click
funny.
it, nothing happened. I died.
But for any of you that hung around after the music and got this little extra, I'm gonna try to talk Rusty into doing one more thing to end this. Do you remember that song you and I used to do? And it's been years. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The whistle? Is
It's
that the
not-
one?
It's not a whistle. The
From Spaceballs.
yeah, you want to do it? Can we end the episode doing that? Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't done this in
I hope
many years
it's the same song I'm thinking about.
like we.
No, I'm
we
gonna
say-
like count and both of you guys just start at the same time and see if you do the same
See if we
thing.
do the same thing. Okay.
All right, ready? I'm gonna count down. 3,
Do you know what it is?
2,
You sure?
1.
Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.